your heart in me, great Spirit, create up your heart in me. Create up your heart in me, great Spirit, create up your heart in me, and renew a true soul within me, and renew a true soul within, and renew a true soul within me, and renew a true soul within. Create up your heart in me, great Spirit, create up your heart in me. Create up your heart in me, great Spirit, create up.
Well, shalom, everybody. Welcome to our Zoom Siyyum for a lovely Monday evening. I thought I'd throw a little Nava Tehillah at you. Nava Tehillah, some friends from Eretz Israel, although one of their key songwriters, the male voice you heard, Yoel Sykes, I think is still living in Denver. He was living in Denver last time I saw him. But I haven't seen him for a couple of years. Gee, I wonder why. But I hope everyone's doing well out there. I see a few of us online here on Zoom with us, some on also on Facebook. Nancy, I see. If you want to say hello on our Facebook page, please do that. If you're on YouTube, I can't see you live, but always a good place to watch. And like I said, if you're also welcome to join us here on Zoom. The link is in the Kehillah every week. In the Temple update every week. Let's turn down a little monitor here. So I haven't mentioned it, but Rabbi Kupitz will not be with us this week. He's actually traveling with his family. It's some spring break for our kids, those in the Claremont school districts anyway, and I know a number of others as well. So, but I plan to be here. Hinei matov umanayim shever achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shever achim gam yachad. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hinei matov umanayim shever achim gam yachad. Hinei matov umanayim shever achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom Aleichem. Peace be unto you. Ramadan Mubarak for any of our friends in the Muslim community who happen to be tuning in because, you know, the sun's not down and it's not time to eat yet. And what better way to spend a few minutes than with the Jewish community? Let's see. We are, I'm just going to look and say hi to anybody else. I don't think anybody else new has joined us, but I do have a story for you. I don't see any of our youngest members of our Zoom Siyyum community online, so I think I can tell a scary story. Is that okay, Simon Yvonne? Can I tell a scary story? Yeah? This one's called The Goblin. Ooh. Once there was a goblin who lived in the cellar of a house. But that goblin didn't stay in the cellar. No, he sneaked upstairs so it could hide the keys, poke holes in the milk pitcher, and crow like a rooster. At breakfast, it made the fried eggs jump off the table and slide under the dog. At lunch, it turned plates of food upside down, and at dinner, it made wine bubble over the tops of the glasses. And worst of all, on Shabbat, it threw little stones inside the menorahs so the wife couldn't put the candles in place. And now the people who lived in that house were very worried. We must get rid of that evil spirit. They hung huge magic charms on the windows and wrote holy names on the walls, but nothing helped. The water barrel tipped over by itself, and all the water spilled out. Knocking was heard on the windows, and wild laughter came from the roof, and sometimes smoke came from the fireplace when no fire had been lit. The pranks went on without end. Then one day, a chassid who was passing through the city was tricked into spending the night in that very house. And being a holy man, he awoke at midnight and he lit a candle so he could say his midnight prayers. No sooner was the candle lit than the goblin blew it out. The chassid tried to light the candle again and the goblin blew it out again. Now the chassid was getting annoyed, but he got up to light the candle one more time. And once more, the goblin blew it out. This time the goblin made a horrible growling sound that would have terrified anyone else, but not this chassid. For the faith of the chassid was strong. Instead of running away, he cried, "Get away from here, evil one, or I will finish you." But the goblin wasn't frightened, not one bit. It stood right beside the chassid and stuck out its tongue. Though the chassid could not see or hear the goblin, he could sense its evil presence. He picked up his prayer book and he swung it in the darkness, and he hit that goblin right on the head. The instant the holy letters touched the evil creature, its power vanished, and it was filled with fear, and the goblin hurried down the stairs, into the cellar, jumped through a hole in the wall, and never, ever came back again. So you see, there's power in those holy Hebrew words. Anybody want to say shalom, say hi? Any Hetty and Henrietta updates you might want to share with us? Hi, Simon and Yvonne, you want to share any updates with us on the hummingbird situation?
Yes, I have. We're empty nesters now.
Oh,
Henrietta left first. She was very adventurous. She was pushing Henry out of the way. Finally, she just hung on the edge there, and she flew away. We saw her practicing on the wires. And then Henry was a bit hesitant. He waited another couple of days. He kind of enjoyed himself in the nest without Henrietta pushing him about.
A lot more room, I would
He was
imagine.
having a good time. So his mother kept coming back and feeding him. He was actually bigger than his mother at this point. But she was very nice, and she kept feeding him. And then we watched him for about 3 hours on Thursday. He jumped out of the nest. He'd fly a few feet, then he'd come back to the nest, then he'd fly again, and then he finally flew to a certain area just outside our back door. And I'll open the back door, and I peeked my head around, and I said, "Hello, are you leaving us?" And he said, "Yes," and then he flew away. And we haven't seen him since.
Oh, it sounds like one of the stories, that I read sometimes. And they hasn't been seen since.
We're now empty nesters.
Oh, well, I'm sure the word will get around that you are really good hosts, and more hummingbirds and other creatures will nest in your abode. If for no other reason than they get to smell the etrogs, and that really is it's good training if you're a hummingbird and you're searching for sweet smells and things to eat and drink. So. I want to say shalom to Adele. Our hearts are with you, Adele. I know you're going through some difficulties right now, and we pray that you feel our love and support. Nancy's still with us, and Sharon's here with us also on Zoom. I think I'm going to go right into our closing songs, and I want to be done. I'm going to be probably not going to make it. Your phones are going to start ringing at 7 o'clock. I would set it for 7:05, but I can't do that, it seems. But if your phone rings at 7 o'clock, it's okay if you answer it. So. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Leolam Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom L'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chayim Ufros aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Ufros aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Shelter us beneath your wings, oh Adonai. Guard us from all harmful things, oh Adonai. Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right, oh Adonai. Amen. 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 Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom L'shalom L'hamidenu Shomreinu L'chayim Ufros aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Ufros aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Amen. Just a couple of brief announcements. The call that you're going to get in about 48 seconds is just a reminder that reservations close for our TBI Community Seder tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. So please get your reservations in if you'd like to join us. We have a great turnout so far. We would love to have you be one of the attendees if you're not already planning to do that. In addition, my first Passover class of the year will be this coming Wednesday at 7:15 after the Wednesday Zoom Siyyum. It's all about diverse traditions of Passover, cooking and otherwise. I think that we'll have the honor of having Simon Saul join us to share some of his experiences. We also have some experiences from other members of our community, as well as a guest appearance from my friend Julie Giuffrida of the LA Times food section, who will give us some ideas about how we can diversify some aspects of our Seder from her perspective, and should be a really nice session. So please join us. Shabbat this Friday, regular time, except we do have our family Shabbat this Friday evening in person at 6:30. So if you have younger congregationally connected members, please come by, join us at 6:30 for our first family Shabbat in person in a number of months. In fact, we've only done one in the last 2 years. So this will, that's not true. We did two. We did one outside, excuse me, last summer as well. So, lots of stuff to check out in the Kehila. There's a great Israel program that's being planned by a number of different groups at TBI that we'll share more about. Yom HaShoah commemoration, look for information on that. I think unless anybody else has anything more to share, we'll close with a closing song. So open up your heart to all the lost and lonely. Let no one be alone tonight, for our one and only, for our one and only. Your God is my God, and my God is everything. Aren't we all part of one God? Let your God be my God, and let our God be everything. Oh, we all know we're all part of one God. So open up your heart to all the lost and lonely. Let no one be alone tonight before our one and only, before our one and only. If your prayer is my prayer is everything. Aren't we all part of one prayer? So let your prayer be my prayer, and our prayer can be everything. Oh, we all know we're all part of one prayer. And then open up your heart to all the lost and lonely. Let no one be alone tonight before our one and only, before our one and only. So open up your heart to all the lost and lonely. Let no one be alone tonight before our one and only. before our one and only. Erev Tov, everyone. Have a good evening. We will see you back here on Wednesday evening with another Zoom Siyyum, just preceding our first Passover class, and look forward to seeing you then. Lehitraot. Have a great night. Erev Tov.